Donald Trump absolutely needs to find himself a new attorney. Recently, his lawyer John Dowd told Axios that the president is incapable of committing obstruction of justice because he's actually the top law enforcement officer in the country, so therefore it's impossible for him to actually commit obstruction of justice. In other words, according to Dowd, Donald Trump's personal attorney, the president is above the law. Now, I don't know if Dow understands this. I'm assuming he doesn't. He seems like a very dumb individual. Both Bill Clinton and Richard Nixon, in the articles of impeachment that were filed against both men, obstruction of justice was one of the charges. So not only can a president be convicted of obstruction of justice, but they can also be impeached for obstruction of justice. Now, I'm sure that Mr. Dowd is probably only saying these things publicly in order to make Donald Trump sleep a little better, feel a little better about the ongoing investigation that is undoubtedly creeping closer and closer to him. But at the end of the day, it is Dowd's job as a lawyer in good faith to represent his client and to keep his client informed about what is actually happening. Now, we know from Donald Trump's tweets in recent days that he does not believe he is in any kind of legal jeopardy whatsoever, and according to interviews of people inside the White House, Trump actually believes that Bob Mueller's investigation is winding down and coming to a close. Nothing could be further from the truth. Donald Trump is in trouble. This investigation is not drawing to a close. If anything, it's getting a little bit more intense, especially now that Michael Flynn is working with the Special Prosecutor's Office along with George Papadopoulos. So Dowd is out there, and Alan Dershowitz, I will say, on Fox News also said the same thing. The president can't commit obstruction of justice. Two men that very clearly should be disbarred because they're frickin' horrible at their jobs. But nonetheless, that is the Republican talking point. I know Dershowitz is a alleged Democrat. He has nothing in common with Democrats today. Both of these men are out there spreading Republican talking points, trying to appease the Fox News crowd, trying to appease Donald Trump, and it's not going to work. It's not going to keep Donald Trump out of prison. It's not going to keep Donald Trump from being impeached. If anything, they're just proving that when the shit hits the fan, they're not going to be able to represent Donald Trump because they're really, really bad at their jobs. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see here on Ring of Fire, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. You can see the little subscribe button down there, but if you're watching it on another device where you can't see it, go to youtube.com/TheRingOfFire, hit subscribe, be notified every time we get a new video.